I think that I like that we didn't have to mortgage the farm and we made a move. And I always say this, I like to negotiate. I will negotiate anything. Okay. Anytime of the
negotiate.
week. And everybody feels like they won and everybody feels like they lost. So to me it was perfect. It's exactly what you needed. Right. And it's like, no one's like, yes. And no one's like, oh man, everyone's like, yes, no, ooh, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm still concerned. And let's be honest, it's because our team has been elite average for so long. And we don't know.
When you dropped that term, clearly my channel loved it. They were like, elite average. They've been running with it. When you said you saw my face lit up, I'm like, yo, it's the perfect way to describe what we are right now. We're spot on with it. But even with the move, we're all kind of feeling like, all right, did we get better? Yeah. Did we get worse?
We don't know.
We kind of the same. It's like, I don't know.
What makes it great. I think that is it.
The irony of it all. The irony of it
what?
all.
We were very elite average. We were very like, what?
Why?
Okay. Okay. So obviously I knew we were doing this. And so I was like, what can I do to like lift my spirits? Because I'm like supposed to be grading. I'm watching football. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm watching football. I'm supposed to be doing all these things, but I'm watching football. So now I need to get my love back. I need to get my passion back. So I was like, what can we call today? So I was like, what can we call today? So here are my options. Okay. So
all right. Give me some. Yeah,
we have Flop Friday. Okay. Thought that was a good one. We have Frustration Friday. Thought that was a good one. We have Fix It Friday.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one. And then we have Feelings Friday. So because when I feel away, I'm like, I need to work my way out of it, right? So how do you work your way out of it? You start to solve other problems. You start to like do other things.
I like it.
What are we calling this show?
I'm rolling with feelings because I'm in my feelings. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm pissed. I'm annoyed. So
we're calling this Feelings Friday. So this is now Feelings Friday. Rod, you were right. Okay? You were right, Rod, in your assessment. You were right. And I called you out for it.
Rod.
And I hope that you're happy.
I hope you have a great weekend, Rod. I hope today is the best day ever. Okay, Rod, because you were right. You were a fortune teller. You could predict the future. So I hope that you smile ear to ear. Okay. Just
congratulations.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, pat yourself on the back. Jeez, man.
Oh my gosh. All night I was like, you know what? Thursday nights, like, of course we do that. And the more I thought about it, I think the more pissed I got because I was like, is the defense? Are y'all? What happened? I just need somebody to actually tell me, like, what happened was they stayed in Pittsburgh. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah. Okay, great. That makes sense.
And look, what had happened was they ate what they call it skyline chili. That's what it was, and they all just felt under the weather. And those were the clones. Those were the make believe version of the Steelers deal. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really see the squad. That's what that was. That's what that was.
They were so bad that at some point I started to wonder: is this a joke? Like,
yep.
Like, have we watched the? Have y'all seen this year? Have y'all? What is this? Like, and then I started thinking, like, if you're tired, get off the field. If you're hurt, get off the field. Because now I'm like fishing for reasons and excuses, and I'm just like, no, you guys are terrible. You guys play terrible.
We're process. These are all the stages of grief. We're over here like trying to reason with it. Maybe somebody got hurt. All right, now we're angry. Man, whose fault is it? Can I point the finger at it? All right. When are we going to accept? No, I ain't accepting this. There's no way we are doing this on a Thursday night.
There's no way.
This is not happening.
Versus them.
Not happening.
You said it. It was it was versus them. It's like, I always say this. There's certain teams in the division where I'm like, not them. Just not them.
Not them.
Don't have a letdown against the freaking Bengals. Like,
not them. Yes.
What are we like chance to be up in the division, chance to whatever. And you go and
Hey, TaNeisha, a chance to have another long weekend of just smiles. You know how great it felt on that bye week when we came back and it was like, yo, we won. And we got all this extra time to just be happy for no reason. We just happy. Yeah, bro, y'all didn't play this weekend. It don't matter. We still just happy because we lose.
Yeah.
Man, you know how long we gotta wait till the next game? I'm like, yo, why? Why?
And we told the chat too. We're like, listen, enjoy this winning because as soon as we lose, you got to take some of that energy that you had with winning, and now we're here, and it's like, oh, where I mean,
yep.
I think the most frustrating part for me, because now you're reflecting, right? You're trying to move on. You're trying to get over it. I have my Texas hoodie on because we play tomorrow. I'm shifting my energy.
Shout out to the Texas city. And look, at least you went positive. I threw Annabelle on because I feel like I'm in a nightmare. I'm just like, you know what? It's bad. I'm just having a bad time right now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, Texas plays tomorrow. Let me just go ahead and get ready for that. Let me just shift. But it was this. It's the way we lost. It's the defense just completely letting us down. I mean, completely. Like, what I think in my reaction video, I was like, God, they scored off 7 of 10 possessions. They scored points. This Bengals offense had an over 100-yard rusher. Like, guys, I just need somebody to tell me what happened. What was that?
Yeah. It's hard out here. So yeah.
Wait. We talked about this. Like on victory formation, we're like, okay, whenever you're stopping the run, the best way to stop the run, and then because the defensive line is doing what the defensive line is supposed to do, then the linebackers are going to come through and they're going to hit the gap. And I'm like, and I'm watching the game, and I'm like,
and we're seeing it all happen the way it's not supposed to happen, right? We're like, oh, I'm watching D lineman getting pushed back. What does that do to the LBs? LBs don't get off of blocks. Oh, what does that do? Now we got explosive runs, So now you mean to tell me I can't just stay with a too high shell? I got to actually bring this safety down for this running game. So now we got more one-on-ones on the outside. Oh, okay. And we're going to get into the details of everything in terms of why, what, when, and all of that. But it's just like,
what is going on?
Just not them.
Not them. And not them in this situation.
Yes. That's because that feels like a major, like, oh, this is a key moment in our season type of victory for them. Whereas for us, it's not the end of the world, but it's just like, why do we why?
I don't know.
Because we all, even in throughout everything that transpired in them 4 quarters, it's like we're still supposed to get out of this daggone stadium. We are still supposed to get out of here. When Rodgers hit move for that bomb, we were supposed to still get out of here with the we did it. Come up here and talk about, hey man, we got some stuff we got to clean up, but as a whole, hey, when it covers it up.
Right.
And then it's like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing?
And you literally like, hey, Jamar Chase plays for them. Did we remember? Like, what happened? What? I mean, hey, he's not supposed to be wide open. If anybody's going to be wide open, it's not going to be Jamar Chase all game, right? Like, that's definitely not going to happen against his defense. And then what's definitely not going to happen against his defense is like, we're going to score 31 points and we're going to lose. Like, that's not going to happen against this defense.
Not
like,
this defense. Can't be.
That's not going to happen. So that's like, it was kind of funny though, because after the game, there was a moment where I made my reaction video and I was kind of sitting with my thoughts and I was like, I need to go ahead and grade and I need to kind of move on. And I just started laughing because I was like, if you would have told me heading into this game, the Steelers were going to score 31 points and the offense was going to, again, turnover, that did happen, but like the offense was still going to lead us back, get us ahead of the game, do all the things. And we were still going to lose because the Bengals were going to score 33 points and our defense was not going to be able to stop the run. I would have said, give me that bet any day of the week. Give me that bet. And good thing I didn't take that bet.
Oh, that makes two of us. That for sure makes two of us. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you know what?
I
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got to talk about it. Let's get into the weeds of it. On the front end, y'all know the drill. Hit the like button on both channels. Subscribe on both channels. Yeah, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about
we're
it.
working through it.
So when we say short weeks, what you can and can't do in any NFL game, can't turn the ball over, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 of those, and then we didn't get any turnovers in return. We said you can't have the mental errors, right? We got a false start on a 4th and 1 that's potentially going to give us the chance to get a first down,
Penalty.
extend a drive, and then probably get a touchdown because up until that point we had been stopped. But you end up having to settle for a field goal, right? Then we talk about the next thing, right? The mental error on the defense side of the ball. After move scores, it's gotta have it possession. Jamar Chase is running a crossing route, and we're watching pre-snap Patrick Queen trying to communicate with the guys around him, and there is a breakdown in the communication, which then turns into what? Completion, explosive. Now, a player actually does step up in T. Higgins' case and makes the not just great play, but then the heady play to actually go down inbounds and not score a touchdown. And now you're just like, this is what happens in these games. As much as, you know, the Jamar Chase numbers part looks gaudy, that isn't why you lost. You lost because of Chase Brown having 100 yards rushing. You lost because of that right there. You take that off, Chase could have had another 30 targets and another 5 catches. And at the end of the day, he had 150 yards and a touchdown. That's, you get out of the stadium with that. But when you throw in 100 yards rushing, and then you throw in another 96 from T. Higgins, and then you throw in with Asava, I don't even know how to say his name, number 80, right? You throw in his play. Yep. The guy that isn't supposed to make play.
The you know what crowd was like mocking him.
Right. It's like, yo, that's the stuff that can't happen. But why did that happen? Because of who Jamar Chase is. We looked at the play, and it's like, yeah, safety is supposed to be over top of that, hoping. But he sees Jamar Chase coming across the middle of the field, so he comes out. It's like, yo, I get what he's doing, but this is the pros and cons to why Coach T was pissed about Flacco being there.
Yeah.
Veterans see that. Veterans make those plays. Veterans see when you blow a coverage on a crossing route, he can hit Jamar Chase. Veterans see that, hey, if I'm playing one-on-one backyard football, because that's what the Bengals offense was last night.
Absolutely.
Slant, ins, outs. Who does that benefit to the nth degree? Jamar Chase. He is the best in the world at that. Justin Jefferson, I say is better down the grass, but in terms of the anything 10 and in, creating that level of separation, is Jamar Chase. That's why he's compensated the way he's compensated. You look at 90 of those passes he caught last night. That's where they were. So that's not killing you. That's not hurting you. And you say, man, if that's what they want to do, man, spam him the ball all day because you don't have this robust scheme because Flacco just got there. But with the veteran quarterback who's didn't turn the ball over that night, it's like, yo, and you're not hitting them either. These are all the little recipes for, hey, man, yo, y'all about to set it up for something stupid to happen. And then the stupid happened. And we're just like, bro, why? And that's the frustrating part. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to get a positive mood today. I'm trying. I'm just hot.
You can't, if you cannot stop the run against a struggling team,
it's the Bengals.
It doesn't matter. And
TaNeisha, they were averaging 2.7 yards per carry coming into this game.
And I'm sick and tired of watching the Steelers, and the announcer says, "Oh, well, they seem to be getting their running this game. They seem to have found their.
They're figuring something out. Yeah.
Why is it? Why are you figuring things out? Like, guys, stop the like. I don't. And then. We can't stop the run. That was frustrating as hell to watch. That probably, in my opinion, was more frustrating for me.
Yeah.
Then on offense, why are we not running the ball? What?
Yeah.
What? There was one possession, and the fact that I remembered this possession pisses me off. Okay. And I think it kind of went something like this. I think it was like the second possession or third possession where we start the possession. I think Jaylen Warren runs the ball for 12 yards.
Yeah.
Gets a 12-yard run. Looks great. I'm thinking, perfect. This is our moment, right? We're going to grind it out. I think we came back with 3 straight pass plays.
Yep.
Why? I don't like what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
what are we actually doing? That's weird. And then that pissed me off. And the other thing that pissed me off is why do we have plays behind the line of scrimmage for tight ends? What is throw it away? Throw it away. Throw it away. Like it's not like other teams are running those plays for like a DK or like somebody who's like fast and whatever. We run
Darnell Washington.
8 yards
Yep.
behind the line of scrimmage. And we're like, this is gonna work. In what world? I've never seen that work. Have you ever seen that play work? I've
And
never
like
seen
I said,
it work with
I get it, man. I get it. And like you said, when you lose, this is what goes with it. You look at everything because it's one thing, and schematics are one thing, right? Because we're like, yeah, certain plays are literally designed just to be tendency breakers, or you call it just to make a team have to account for it. But when you don't win, oh yeah, we got to look at all of it. And that's the flip side of it. So it's like, yeah, I get why they do it. They, you know what I mean? Same with the toss players. Like, I get why they're doing it because, hey, man, if we're showing heavy tight end formations with everything, we got to show you multiple ways that we're trying to get them the ball. So now defensively, you can't just say, hey, all y'all do is this out of there. But it was also a good job by Demetrius Knight, the rookie, having eye discipline, right? Because if he doesn't have eye discipline, which he showed the week prior, not having the best eye discipline, that Darnell Washington screen pass could have hit because you got a blocker leading up. Problem is, he follows him out there the whole time. Excellent eye work. And if it's a wide receiver, short area quickness, they're able to catch and maybe make that guy miss. So that's when you traditionally see it too. DK, Roman Wilson, fast guys, Calvin Austin. But we not playing with them dudes out there right now. We playing with them big body tight ends. So that's that approach. But it's like, once again, yeah, when it don't work and we end up losing, it's like, nah, bro, why'd you even call it? Why?
Yeah.
What we doing? So I get it. It's like, yeah, but that's that. It's like, yo, when you don't win though, and like I keep saying, it's like there's a beauty in it from my perspective because it's still self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Name the issues, it's self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Even with as well as the Bengals were playing right in every aspect, whether we're talking Flacco not turning it over, whether we're talking about their wide receivers in terms of they're winning their one-on-ones, their offense line holding up just well enough, right? Defensively being opportunistic to get 2 turnovers, right? To stop us from scoring points, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all of that being the case, you're still a miscommunication defensively from getting out of there. You're still right in that. It's like, yeah, with all of the bad. And that's the frustrating part / optimistic part. Because it's like, yeah, now all you got to say is, kid, you continue to be more consistent and not do that. Or are we going to do this Jekyll Hyde? 1 week we got it all, click on all cylinders. Next week we over here like, yo, bro, what's going on here? Next week after that, we're going to be backfiring looking good. Then we over here like, yo, what's happening right now? That's who we are right now. And through 6 games, it's like, yo, we don't.
What is it?
Which one is it? Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why, like, a lot of people were like, "Y'all beat the Browns and did it," and I was like, "I wasn't high on us because of what we did to the Browns. I don't take them seriously." But like, I was really focused on what we did against the Vikings because I felt like that was the first time where it was like, okay, they could have hurt us with their ground game. They could have hurt us with their receivers. They could have hurt us with their defense. They could have hurt like. So for me, I kind of likened the Bengals kind of to the Vikings of like what they had and things like that. And so, but then seeing that last night, I'm like, I don't know what this is.
And funny thing. Think back to the Vikings game and think back to the Bengals game from an offense versus our defensive standpoint. Their receivers had success against us.
Exactly. Right? That didn't bother me, but we stopped the run.
But we stopped the run. And they had the turnovers and we didn't, remember? Yeah. That's the flip side. That's literally this game. This game to me was Seattle. It was Seattle. It's like, yo, it's the exact same thing of we're right in the exact same space. We know what they do well. They know what we do well. And as long as we don't make that mistake, we're getting up out of here. We had the what? We had the misrun fit to get the explosive touchdown run by Kenneth Walker. And then we have the Caleb Johnson mishap. And it's like, oh, man, we're hurting ourselves here. This is us, not them. And we came out of that and we felt good because the next 3 weeks was like, yo, we would do all the little things right. We weren't turning the ball over. We weren't overly penalized at the wrong moments, because some of the hand fighting stuff they were throwing on JPJ, I'm like, that comes with it. When you're playing those dudes, that's gonna happen. You live with it.
I didn't mind that at all. Yeah.
And at the end of the game, when we had that and he didn't get the call, it's like, that's why you live with it, because you know it's gonna be a moment where it's gonna flip for you. But the pre-snap, it's like, yo, you fall starting on a 4th and 1. Like, no, man, TaNeisha, we don't do that.
Yeah,
like, you know the cadence, you know what we're doing here. That can't happen.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, by the way, you said this Seahawks game. Did you notice when we kicked the ball off that the Bengals guy almost did what Caleb Johnson did?
You see it, right? It happens. It happens. Across the board, it happens. Yeah. And we're like, this is weeks after we've already seen this. This is after everybody has talked about this, and he's still almost there. It's like, yo, it just gets weird sometimes, man.
Saw that. Yeah,
it gets weird sometimes.
It almost happened to them too. Like the ball just did weird bounce, and he was running to the.
He's like, oh shoot, let me go get this real quick. Like, hurry up. Yes.
And I was like, that's so funny. The other thing is too, when I was watching it, and I like to say, I don't know what kind of football fan this makes me, but I like to say there's certain things I don't care about, air quotes, right? Mm-hmm. I expect good players to get off. That's what they do, right? So Ja'Marr Chase having a lot of yards, it is what it is. I am more concerned of at what point do we create and make it harder for him. That's kind of that's where I'm mad. I'm not mad at the stats. I'm not mad at JPJ getting penalties against one of arguably the best receiver in the NFL, right? Yeah. Whatever. I'll give you that. Whatever. But I'm looking at the other stuff. Why couldn't we stop the run? I don't understand that. That bothers me, actually. That's something where I'm like, that is actually unacceptable with this defensive line, with everything we're supposed to do. Like, that's unacceptable. The other thing is too, should Aaron Rodgers have thrown a double coverage? No. But also, I am going to side with Aaron Rodgers more than okay, he shouldn't have done it. He did it. Cool. Even still, your defense is supposed to step up at some point. At some point, right? Because that's what this game is. And, I can knock our offensive line held. Our running game looked good. I think we should have ran the ball more. Our running game looked good, right? So it's like
Warren gave us 100+ on the ground.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Tight ends was balling. Moose showed up. Like,
all of those good things. And so I am not, and that's why I am not annoyed. I am annoyed that we lost, yes, but I am the most annoyed I am is at that defensive line, because I felt like because they couldn't get it done, it just couldn't happen. And that's the most frustrating is, and I know everyone's like, oh my God, the slants. Well, yes, I don't want to see Ja'Marr Chase running wide open now. I don't want to see that. And also, I'll almost live with that because our defense is still supposed to be able to make a stop. What happened?
What Ja'Marr Chase did is not going to beat you. Chase Brown having 100 yards rushing is going to beat you. That cannot happen. That can't happen. And I wish it was as simple as, actually, no, I actually don't wish it was that simple, because we actually do have the simple answer to that. Most of the time you're like, man, you want it to be something schematic, right? So you're like, hey man, just simply align your thing this way. And now we're looking at it from a coach's perspective. Or it's okay, man, our guy was hurt. So it's like, all right, man, yeah, he's compromised, right? Or we got a player that's less than. We don't have to worry about that. Ours is literally, bro, when you turn this tape on, interior D lineman, you know who you are. And you turn last week's game on. Let's look at your intensity. Let's look at your pad level. Let's look at your hand placement. Let's look at the consistency of it. Not on the opening drive, every drive.
Yeah.
Every snap. And just be blunt with yourself. Be honest with yourself. They're going to do that because I know them dudes in there, and that's how they operate. And that's going to be the response. That can't look like that.
It cannot.
There isn't any special call. There isn't any special bullet. What I will say is this, though, and this is what I want to say at the beginning of it. The other part is this was a one-off in the sense of Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins, right? We say they are the best wide receiver tandem in the world, right? Valid. Who do we look at and say, oh my God, we're going to face this again?
Yep.
Nobody. Valid. So typically when a receiver is having that type of success, or typically if a running back is starting to have success, you can run blitz it because you don't have to worry about this guy and that guy being able to kill you.
Right.
Right. So That's the
Fair.
alternative to it. And that's what we will traditionally do. And most teams do that as well. It's just in that case, man, when we're throwing out, it's like, yo, bro, we don't have this answer. And now we can't have this answer either. Yeah, man, you can't blitz it. So now they're staying on schedule on first down, right? So you would hear him say, hey, man, they got to be better on first down. Why? Because when you get the 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, you know how hard it is to defend that?
Yeah.
When it started, it's like, bro, what do you want to call? Like,
That's true.
it ain't enough. It ain't, because when you start playing that super aggressive, I love what we just talked about with number 80 catching that bomb. Why is that? It's 3rd and short. And because he's seeing an in-breaking route from a number 1 receiver, he's like, yo, I got to go right now. Right. And now it makes you, but now it exposes you to the headshot, to the big L. And it's like, yo, but why is that? Because I'm trying to defend 3rd and short. I'm trying to defend something that isn't real. It's tough. So that's the part where we look back and it's like, man, you already know where this starts at. It starts up front. It starts at the trenches. And it starts where we have the most resources at. Whether you're talking dollars or draft capital, everything is there. So when we don't win that matchup, I've been saying this for the past 3 years. It doesn't matter who we playing against. When our D-line and pass rush does not dominate and win that matchup, man, versus the run game and versus the pass, we struggle. Our defense does not look good in the least bit. And that's what it was yesterday. You can't have it like that. You got to dominate the trenches, man. Mm-hmm. Got to. When we don't do it, we see what it looks like. Offensively, we did. Offensively, them dudes did it, and Rodgers back that thing having a picnic. I do think that was part of why he threw the pick, because of man, I just got so much time. I'm just like, yo, but I'm just chucking it on there. It's like, no, bro, you don't have to do that. Like stop. Don't be reckless. I know reckless quarterbacks. You're not that, okay? All right, stop. But it was like, yo, he almost gave me that vibe because of how well the offensive line was winning.
If it was basketball, he kind of did a heat check.
Yeah, exactly what it was. He put him at the logo.
He did.
It's a logo shot.
And that's why for me, and again, right, that's football, right? That's just kind of like your quarterback kind of feeling himself a little bit, kind of feeling, like maybe I can do this. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Cool. Honestly, I'll take that, because for years I've wanted a quarterback that will throw the ball down the field. So I will take that.
He was on a heater. I don't care about what you got. I'm nice.
Yeah, and at the same time, though, that interception kind of operated like a punt, right? Now you got him at the 24, was it the 24, 34, whatever it was. Yeah. And so the defense then allows them to come in, run the ball, drive the ball the length of the field. And so I'm like, but we want to blame Aaron Rodgers. No, this, in my personal opinion, this game is on that defense. This game, the defense completely let down this team in this game. Was the offense perfect? No. Was anybody perfect? No. But when you go back, when you look at that, there are things that happen against this defense that should never have happened. The Bengals could not run the ball heading into this game. They couldn't do it. It didn't matter. They couldn't do it. They absolutely could not do it. Now, I know the left tackle false starts more than he doesn't. There's nothing I can say, nothing I can do about that, because I'm leaving the officials alone today because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. But there are things about this defense where it's like, we scored 31 points. And 7 of 10 possessions, guys. 7 out of 10 possessions. Really? They got points. What is that?
And that's the part also when we're just talking about every little name mattering at this level. We minimize the interception as it's just a punt, but it's not just a punt. They weren't stopping our offense. The only times they stopped our offense is when we stopped ourselves. So you see how even with that, it's like, yeah, okay, let's take the 2 possessions off the board. Those are 14 additional plays that they had, right? Mm-hmm. Now, 14 additional plays. Heck, we weren't being stopped. What if just that's 2 field goals in there? What does the score look like in the end, right? If those are a touchdown and a field goal, that's the frustrating part of why all of it matters. Yeah. Even the false start on 4th and 1 that changes your mindset of going for it, that potentially now gets 7 points versus now we're pushed back. Let's a more conservative kick the field goal, smart decision. But now it's just a 10-point lead versus a 14-point lead. Now, when you throw that pick and they feel like, oh, man, this is the first positive thing that has happened all game. Mm-hmm. And we see how they responded, right? And once again, these are still NFL players. As we said, we're like, yo, We're like, yo, Joe Flacco, as much as we poo-poo Joe Flacco, largely because of who we had as Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback, I can still stand here with confidence and say he would have been the best quarterback we've had, whether you're talking Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Kenneth Allen, or whoever we want to go, right? Like, all these dudes we did, Justin Fields, right? Like, which of them? Which of them at any point in their career, single season or full career, have even done anything close to what Flacco has done? That's why Coach T was pissed. So it's like, they're going to make some plays. If you protect them, and that was the other part. It's like, yo, outside of the first series where we saw what we called, it was like, yo,
exactly what you said.
Right guard. If you take advantage of this match, we could be good. We get that on the open the drive. And it's like, oh, we got it. Let's ride. And then it was like,
that was it.
It was like we
never saw it again. We never saw it again.
We're I'm over here like, since when did Orlando Brown become this all world left tackle that could block anybody that we was putting over there? When did that start to happen? Like, no.
I don't know.
And I get quick game because part of it was the routes, right? When you're watching Jamar Chase once again run these slant routes, slants, ins and outs, if you're going to try to take it away, you're obviously playing cover one, right? And the issue is also this: a guy that can create separation in a hurry, also has consistent hands in terms of the tight window catching, and you have a veteran quarterback that at this level still knows how to throw anything tight window 10 yards and in, which is the majority of those completions, 10 yards and in. And when you actually freeze frame it when he's catching the football, it's usually a defender to the right side of him and a defender to the left side of him.
It's true.
You got the coverage that you want. That's not going to kill you, though. It's the running game. You can't have all of these variables. It puts too much stress on it. And you're not getting the turnovers. Because if you're going to create the turnovers, that minimizes some of that production. That's how you can kind of swap it back. But you losing 10 minutes of possession time on top of that because, once again, you're not getting off the field. So all of these different things are happening together, and it's just bad on bad. And like I said, when you do the little stuff on top of that, blown call here, turnovers here, it's like, yo.
Yeah, you start nitpicking. You start nitpicking away at the positives. All your advantages disappear because it's like you can't do the very basic things.
So when we were talking on victory formation and we were saying how, man, we feel like our advantages are here. We said they got the receiver advantage. And we was like, if we were slanting them up and we're like, we don't feel like, we said fans feel like this advantage equates to like this much separation, whereas this advantage for them is on like this much. And we're like, nah, it's actually a lot closer in all of these capacities. So when you start to add different variables in there, you can see how, okay, if it was only this much of a difference, how that balances out now. Oh, y'all were only this much better, but because we got this and this, now that gap is a little bit more increased. That's where you can start to see how it balances out like that.
And at the end of, like, if we strip away everything, right? Strip away players' names, strip away the basic fundamentals of football. And we can probably even to college, to high school. Mm-hmm. If you turn the ball over every week, you can't stop the run
every week,
does it really matter? Like
every week.
And again, like at its highest peak, right? We can talk about all the things.
Every week.
Coverages and the PFF grades and the blah, 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 cool.
Yep.
But at the very basic level of football, if you strip it all away, when you look at teams and you say, how do you decide if a team's going to win or lose? You usually look at two things: turnovers, because those are momentum swings and killers and all the things. And you look at, can you stop the run? Because if you can't, and I feel like I'm on repeat making a freaking video, but if you can't stop the run, you can't dictate the game. And if you can't dictate the game and you're turning the ball over, it honestly doesn't matter.
and we would both agree, TaNeisha, our offense was having their way with that Bengals defense.
They were.
But when you can't stop the run, we can't even get them back on the field. You can't get a turnover. You can't get them on the field.
Right.
And then the flip side is, okay, you're minimizing your possessions and then you give two away with 2 picks, right? Both plays were exceptional, right? But it's like, there's still 2 picks. The DJ turnover was nuts. I'm like, heck of a play, man. Heck of a play. But it's like, now you can see how it gets you. And that's the thing that when you play in Baltimore, we'd always say, well, Baltimore with Lamar, why they're so tough is they minimize your amount of possessions. So if traditionally you get the ball 10 times in a game, okay, every drive doesn't have to be a scoring drive. If I got 10 possessions, I might have 2 that are, 3 and outs. I might have 1 that we get a turnover on, but hey, 7 of them, I'm locked in. Man, you play Baltimore, it's like you're only getting 6 possessions because they hold that ball for so long with these
Yeah.
RPOs. And it's like, yo, you have to be perfect. And it's just tough to do at this level. So that's essentially what we did to ourselves by not getting off the field defensively, not creating turnovers, and then offensively having the two that we did have. It's just like, man, everything that you could do wrong, we were doing.
Yep.
And everything that the Bengals were supposed to do right, they did. And
they did.
And think about this, right? With all that being said, right? With all the negative that we feel, with all the bad, what do we do this? We lost by 2 points.
2 points.
We're talking about Jamar Chase having a game where we have never seen a wide receiver targeted that much, right? We've seen guys have more yards, more catches.
Because against us, we always see those things.
But just hear me out though. We've never seen a player targeted that much, right? 23 targets. You've seen guys have 200 dang near. We've seen AB have 300 plus receiving yards dang near, right? Never had to be targeted that much. So it's like with all of that, all of this historical performance, oh my gosh, Flacco, short week, how's he da-da-da-da? Chase Brown is like, you mean to tell me with all of that, it was 2 points? So it lets you know where we are as a team also. That's the confident part. It's like, yo, for all of them variables to go right for them and for all of these variables to go wrong for us, it's like, we're hollering about 2 points right now. Just remember this, guys, all right? And that's the best that we going to see from a receiving point. We're not going to see a group that's that. You're not.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's true. Again, it's always about the way you lose, right? It's always about the way it happens. And I always feel like certain things shouldn't happen. And if they happen, they shouldn't happen consistently. And so that's kind of my thing is like, if people are going to make mistakes, we're going to turn the ball over. It's going to happen. We're going to turn the ball over. Okay. But I didn't expect when we turned the ball over for the defense to
allow the touchdown
ever help us. Because the truth is, we were 7 out of 10. They scored on 7 out of 10 possessions. The reason why that stat actually is really bad is the first 2 possessions were punts. After that, there was only 1 possession they didn't score.
They got the stop actually when we needed them to have it. It was the second time when they didn't. If we all could be for real about it, right? Because we would all agree when it was 4th and 4, the 40-yard line, right? It was 4th and 4, the 40-yard line, 5 minutes left in the game. Rodgers has said go for it. I'm sure a lot of people at their homes were saying go for it because the defense hadn't stopped anything, like you said, since they first punted. And we saw Coach Tomlin do what? He said, look, I'm going to trust my defense. I'm putting them out there, punt the football. They delivered. And then Rodgers delivered, right? So it worked. It was like, yo, here we go again. Find a way to get out the stadium. Until you have the blown call. The blown call kills you. That was the second go around. You actually did what you needed to do with all of the negative. You still had what you needed to have until the second go around. And like you said, you're paid too much though defensively to have that happen. And that's why it's like there isn't excuses for that. It's accountability. And that's the beautiful part.
And the context of that is the reason why the Cincinnati, are you okay?
I dropped my chopstick. I was like, oh no, my chopstick.
Okay. The reason why also though the plays in the fourth quarter happen is because you've given them confidence in the second quarter and the third quarter. You can't stop them. And so it's like all of these things together as a package sucks. All of it together when you wrap it up in a bow, it's like this is like the worst case scenario. And dare I say, when that game started, the fans were like, put us out of our misery. It was so quiet when the Steelers were on offense. I could hear Aaron Rodgers. I could hear him.
But TaNeisha, think about when it all shifted.
The turnover. Yeah.
It matters.
We gave them
and that's the part. It's like
hope. We gave them hope.
It's like we focus on the big nasty, which it is. That defense was big nasty, but it's like everything has a role in this. Everything. You have the pick, and then you have the false start. And it's like, yo, we're getting weird, or it's actually false start and then pick. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, we don't at this level. You can't beat yourself. These teams are too good. Teams are too good. You can't beat yourself. And this is once again why Coach Tomlin was pissed about the whole trade. Because if that's Jake Brown and that's not that, you know why it's not like that? You ready? This is why it's not like that. because Jake Browning can't afford to throw the ball 23 times to Jamar Chase, because you know why? If Jake Browning throws the ball 23 times to Jamar Chase, they say Jamar Chase is great. That quarterback is an NFL quarterback. He's just trying to throw it to this guy. He can't read defenses. And you know what? We don't even need to keep him. We don't need to re-sign this. Flacco is completely different. Why? Because he's a Super Bowl champ. He's already proven. He's already retired. $100 million off into the sunset. So for him, it's like, bro, I will throw it to him 50 times today. And it's always going to look good if I win, because they're going to say, hey, you actually did it and won. Holy smokes. That's the difference with it. So it's like, yo, all of these different things. I'm like, yo, just do your job, man. Just do your job. But
yeah, defensive line, do your
do your
job.
job. Let's do your job. That's literally what it boils down to. Do your job, man. Do your job.
Sick of you. And
It's frustrating. Yep.
Yeah. And again, like I always say, there's certain things on this team I think maybe we would all agree with that shouldn't be the letdown. That should be the thing that always picks us up. That should be the thing that always is kind of like, yeah, that wasn't good, and yeah, da 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 da. And it's supposed to be the defense. And when that fails you, it's like being in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
The one thing we do right is we communicate very well. We communicate well. That is what we do. That is our bread and butter. That's what we built our relationship on, is communication. And then maybe something happens, but you still forgot to communicate. And now it's all off. It's just wonky. It's like there's so many things because our bread and butter didn't happen. And that is what makes this frustrating. And again, it's not necessarily, I'm Jamar Chase, I'll get whatever. That not being able to stop the run, that is something, that was concerning, because now I'm thinking about who else we have to play as we move forward, right? And I don't even know off the top of my head because it's early. I haven't even thought about it. But those are the things that kind of making you think like, oh gosh, is this a thing? This isn't a thing. No, it's a Thursday night. Their bodies were tired. Like now I'm trying to give them excuses. And I'm like, this isn't a real thing. But it's worrisome because you saw it and you're like, we let the Bengals get 100-yard rusher. The Cincinnati Bengals. What?
So part of me looks at it like this, right? You say, man, how does that happen? Once again, when you have those type of receivers, you can't go to the alternative of when my D-line isn't playing and my LBs aren't playing the way they're supposed to be playing. Typically versus the run, you run blitz it. You can't blitz versus that because of who Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are. You don't blitz that because now you're taking another player out of coverage and you're essentially saying you're one-on-one with no help, not even double teaming. It's just you out there. You don't do those things. But that's typically why, like I said, you lean on this D-line to make those stops. You lean on these LBs to make those plays. But when they play like how they played last night, that's just a part of it. But the big thing is this, though, and this is, at least like I said, how we do it at the football stance, right? It's like, man, you watch the tape, man, you're critical of every single play, right? Because it's never as bad, it's never as good. We focus on the negatives, obviously a lot more than the positives, but when you really go through the whole weeds, it's like, yeah, man, you played better than this, but these handful of plays we got to correct. So from there, just like when it's a relationship, right? And you break down with the thing that we do the best, we say you can either plant your, I'm not going to be wrong. I'm not coming off of this stance. And then we grow apart or we get back to the basics. Well, heck, man, how do we get this foundation of good communication? Well, by speaking in the morning. Good morning. How's your day today?
Yeah.
Right. All right, man, I'm still pissed. I don't know. All right, cool. Maybe you don't got to ask her 1,000 questions after that, but just start with that. Oh, hey, man, you about to leave. Hey, babe, I'm about to leave. I'll see you when I get back. Just the basics. And now we just start chipping away at it because every situation isn't going to create the breakdown in communication, right? The same way every offense isn't going to have a Jamar Chase and a T. Higgins that makes you feel like, dang, we really can't offset to this. So we know we don't have to deal with that all the time. But we do know, hey, if we don't fix these other issues, these issues can become larger. And now we can have a whole bunch of issues on our hand, which we don't want. So that's the part where it's like, yo, get back to the fundamentals, D-line. Man, pad level. That's what I said. Because once again, when I'm seeing dudes playing up too high, that's why you're getting moved out. Can't have that happen.
You want to hear something really cheesy?
Talk to me.
Talking to this.
Yeah.
This is totally random, by the way, because we need a little joy here. Okay.
I'm with you.
So last night I was like, I'm not going to bed mad at the Steelers. Because I feel like I'm telling you, I treat the Steelers like I'm in a relationship with them, and
I won't go to bed mad with this.
And I was like, because I am not, and I always say this when any of my teams lose, and everyone's like, why are you? I'm never too high, never too low,
Yes,
and this is why, because it's like, if there's a problem, I'm dealing with it. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Let's work through it so that I can let this crap go. Because I cannot sleep with this. Like
I know you got a PhD because look, you just overall smart, because us long-term married folk, right? I've been married 14 plus years now. That's one of our key staples. Hey, bro, we ain't going to bed mad with each other. All right, we are not about to be in here back to back like. No, we gonna find a way to communicate something. At least we're gonna end this with a kiss in some positive manner. We're gonna at least be at peace. Okay, it doesn't have to be happy, but we're at peace at least. And absolutely.
And my sleep is when like my best ideas come in my brain, and so for me, like I have to go to bed with a clear brain because I can't carry this into my sleep. And so one of the things I was saying before, because I was like grading, I was doing these things, and I was like, here's the thing, you need to reconcile this. How can you put this in a box and open it later, but like be okay with where it's at? And there's two things that I told myself that I think are helpful. I heard Aaron Rodgers say, we squandered an opportunity. We're still 4-2. We have work to do, but we're on the right track. And I hope all the guys see it that way. Okay. Give me that leadership. Give me that, Aaron. I love that. And then I heard Cam Hayward say, that's on the secondary. We have to be able to stop the run. What the hell was that? Or whatever he said. I can't remember exactly what he said.
Yep.
And those are the two moments where again, because I'm in a relationship with these people, right? In my fictional fandom. And those were the two comments where I thought, I can go to bed with those comments and say, let me put this in a box and let me give them the trust that they have earned to say, they see what I see. They feel how I feel, probably worse, and their bodies hurt and all of the things. And that has to be enough for this moment right now. And that's kind of where I'm leaning into, where I'm like, am I frustrated? Absolutely. But the things I'm frustrated with, the two leaders of the team basically said, yeah, we know. I know I didn't communicate with you. My bad. I know. And so I'm like, all right, guys. Like
when they're able to identify the issue beforehand, it's like, yo, good. This is what we want to hear. Yeah. This is what we want to hear. It wasn't they come over here holler about some nonsense. We're like, hey, bro, what? No, man. What was you watching? It's like, nope. We know exactly what it is. Oh, y'all know we're on the same page. All right, cool. No harm, no foul then. Don't let it happen again, please. Okay. Exactly. You know what it is now. You see how it makes me feel when you act like that, when you speak to me like this. That I don't like that feeling. So can we not do that? Thank you.
Can we not do that? Yeah.
Yep.
And so those are the two things, because I know we like to kind of make it, bring in some positive things. And those were the things that I'm thinking through, and I'm like,
well, all right. You know what? I like that positivity. My man 12th Wonder, though, shout out to the super chat. He says that we simply lost because we need a wide receiver too. Okay. And we'll be okay.
31 points.
He said we need a wide receiver too, though. Okay. So there we go. All right. That's how you live. Okay. We needed one. I appreciate the super chat, though. Shout out to you, 12. Shout out to you. Okay. That's all you need, man. We need a wide receiver. We need a better call too, man. All right. If we could just, ref, throw the flag and not throw the flag on certain calls. All right. Just help us out.
Just help us out a little bit. A little bit. Also.
No. Actually, the Buffalo Wild Wings button. I'm so sorry. The Buffalo Wild Wings button on that daggone interception. Are we serious? When have you ever seen that pick? He has it in his hands.
Yeah.
And then he catches it. And then it's like, oh, there's no way he got inbound. There's no way. And it's like, this dude really inbound. TaNeisha, why?
But similar to this,
it's like everything bad that can go wrong with that.
Jamar Chase was
how crazy was
he
that?
He was bobbling the ball, did a spin move. Somebody was right there to hit him. He knew to spin, bobbled the ball, caught the ball, and I'm like, we ain't winning this game.
Just sit here like, bro, how is everything that is not supposed to happen like that happening like that? Those
are the reasons why I don't let football stress me out, because those those little bitty like things where you're like, literally nobody on the planet Earth can make the play, but the guys that are on these football fields. Like, I could never. Can you?
It was just nuts.
One time I tried to spin.
Just nuts.
One time I'm not gonna lie. One time I told one of my girlfriends, I'm like, throw me the ball. I'm gonna see if I can spin and catch it. And then I was like, I'm gonna see if I can catch it and then spin. Because like, how hard is this really?
Put it on a video, bro. Yes!
If you're listening to this and you want to get a laugh at yourself and you want to see how unathletic you are as you have gotten older, I am telling you, have a friend throw the ball to you and spin and try to make a move, or spin before the ball comes and try to catch it. I was like, this is freaking hard. All of my body weight couldn't even move correctly. So again, but he did it so he was just smooth with it. Like, oh, I can't catch it. I'll just spin out of it. And I'm like, what a remarkable catch. Oh my gosh.
And look, you get that. And that's the other part of just at this level, we're like, at certain times, man, they're going to make plays. And that's what we're like, you hear the saying, oh, they get paid too. It's like, Jamar Chase is going to make some crazy plays. He's going to make some plays. Like, they're going to make certain things where it's just like, wow.
That was remarkable.
But it's like, yo, don't help them. That's our thing. No. Don't help these teams. Yeah. Like, that's the whole Coach Tomlin ideology. We're not going to help these people. And that's why we win so much, because we don't help them. When you help them, it's like, bro, who do you want to put out there to stop them?
My man was bobbling, spinning, twisting, caught the ball. Look, and by the way, looked graceful. Just looks so graceful.
I'm like, yo, why does he always look cool when he's doing it? I'm like, everything you do looks cool. Everything you do. Just look cool. You just look cool.
What? Yeah, he did. He just looks smooth. He's just, and that's the thing with, that's why for me, seeing him like go get all, I'm like, it's Jamar Chase, guy. Like, what did y'all think was going to happen?
Hey, TaNeisha, what did we talk about last show? We said, hey, what's that pay scale? How much does Jamar Chase get paid? How much does Joey Porter Jr. get paid? How much does Jamar Chase get paid? How much does Darius Slay get paid? Heck, how much does Jalen Ramsey get paid? How about we combine all of their contracts and then we say Jamar Chase, right? And then that still don't account for what T. Higgins is making, because T. Higgins is paid at the equivalency of a Jalen Ramsey, right? Yeah, we would say that's apples to apples at this stage. We don't look at, we say Jamar Chase is arguably number 1 or 1A, right? Between him and Justin Jefferson. With all due respect, we don't look at Jalen Ramsey and say he's the number 1 corner in the NFL. We love him. We think he's balling out all pro, but we don't say, oh yeah, that's the number 1. He's nicer than Pat Surtain. He's nicer than all these other dudes. Like, no, nah. We feel like he's in the convo of like, yo, he nice as heck. But that's Jamar Chase.
That's the difference.
It's the difference.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
When we talk our pass rush, we feel so confident because we have TJ Watt.
Yeah.
It's not a run of the mill. We're talking about arguably the best in the world at that. So, yeah, it's just.
And I'm just gonna say this. I know we're about to end this, but I listen. Please,
I want to be happy, TaNeisha. I'm sorry. I want to be happy. I'm trying to be happy.
I have to say this. I have to say this, and I just have to let it out. The Bengals and that all white field.
It was hard.
Is fire.
It was hard. It was hard.
Like,
it was so hard.
I'm sorry. Can we just take a minute?
It was so
Can
hard.
we just take a minute? Can we just appreciate what it was? The white with the black stripe, with the white uniform, with the all white fire. And then with the Steelers yellow and black. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The gate. Yeah. And I know, I'm a woman. Oh my God. I'm talking about things that look pretty. It's football.
Don't you start that.
All of that whole get up, that white with that helmet, with that filled with the B, with that black tiger stripe down the white.
So TaNeisha, we haven't got a chance to have these convos just yet. I love all of that though. Okay. God. And to pull the curtain back, right? Couple of things. As soon as the game actually started, because my little man had a baseball game last night, so we actually start the game. I'm on my phone and he's getting in the car and he's like, yo, Dad, has the game started? I'm like, yo, it's literally just picking up. I'm like, yo, just look at how beautiful it looks though. Swear. And he was like, yo, Dad, he was like, yeah, Dad, that's pretty clean with the white jerseys. So I'm like, yeah. And now the flip side is I'm biased towards the Bengals their whole colorway, the traditional orange and black, and when they do the alternate, because that was my high school colors. Like we mimicked their whole uniform, like the striped helmet across the board. So like I used to enjoy even the whole Corey Dillon. I'm like, hey bro, like you fire, bro. I like this thing. So I get it. I'm with you. I hate the fact that I like it. And that's the problem. It's because it's the Bengals. I'm like, y'all trash, and I don't like y'all in any capacity.
At
but
all.
I hate the fact that I like
so
it. It's like,
clean.
you ever feel bad about liking something like, yeah, I shouldn't like this, but I like it. It's like,
It's so
like,
clean.
yeah, that's the vibe. That's for sure the vibe.
And those helmets and the way they look when they move, I just needed to take a minute and appreciate.
They and then the sneakerhead in me, so TaNeisha. The sneakerhead in me loved what Jamar Chase did with his cleats.
Oh, that's how I was sitting there. I was like,
I see what you did with the balls, the skeleton.
There were certain moments in the game where I just took a minute and I was like, this yellow, this white, this field, this looks so good on TV. Like this
was hard. It was so hard. It was so hard. Yep. It was hard.
Thank you for coming down that journey with me, because I'm like, this is fire.
Yes,
like,
it was hard. I feel so just nasty because I liked it, and I'm just like, I shouldn't like it. I know, but it is so hard. They're uniform. I'm just like, yo, God, why do y'all gotta be sissy? And like, this how bad I am. I even like how with the stadium, like when you look at the Izzo, how it's like it's stacked. I'm like, yo, it just looks fire. The design, I'm like, yo, y'all did your thing. Y'all graphically, optically, y'all did that. Your team is trash, but that looks good. Y'all got that part right. Y'all got that part right.
I don't care about the team. I care about the look. Like I'm focused on the
y'all got that part right. For sure, y'all got that part right.
End zone fire. I just love it. I love it. And I want to say something, to Steelers Nation. Listen, if we could get gold end zones all the time, ours would be fire too. But
we only break it up with special occasions. Okay. Last night wasn't special. Maybe next time y'all see us out there on Sunday, we'll be special. Sunday. All right, we'll break them out there. But I gotta ask because we all talk about how in these games heart rate goes up, goes down, everything in between. Right? We're happy, we're sad, and all that other stuff. How you feel going into that Hail Mary play though? Did you believe there was a chance on the Hail Mary, or was you like, yo, it's already done?
When he threw it, I was like, there's no way. I also felt that way every other time he's thrown it, right? Like, obviously. But when he threw it, I was like, if anybody is going to make this happen, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Like, literally, I was like, if anybody's going to do this, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. And was I watching very intently? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo, he launched that joint. He launched it. I was like, yo, oh, shoot. And it was like perfect where it hit. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like,
it's just our guys happen to run into the end zone instead of on the outside of the end zone. But again, it's a Hail Mary. Like, it is what it is. But no, I mean, and if you go back and watch that play, you can tell the crowd was like, oh no, oh no, oh no,
why is that? Because we've all seen him do it too many times. We've seen him do it too many times. And it was like, you wait a minute. This is weird.
It was weird. And two, I was thinking, what a great way to cap off not winning a Thursday night football game in the past six seasons is an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary getting us out of there.
Hey, man. Oh, my God.
I thought about it. And then, as soon as he didn't do it, you know what I said? Because this is how crazy my brain is. I was like, that's okay. He's gonna do something against the Packers. That's okay. He's gonna do something against the Packers. I'm not worried.
Look, the same thing that we've said now. How many times we're like, yo, how good does it feel? We don't even be talking about the QB at times. Just like, bro, we like the two picks. One of them is Rodgers. The other we like DK, bro. You actually can you do what you're supposed to do? So it's like, yeah, man. So for me, I'm just like, yo, Rodgers is like that though, because as bad as it was when Coach T caught that, he put the punt to him. I'm like, yo, if we just get this stop, it's still set up for Rodgers to have time. And this dude went up there and dead serious. Like, yo.
Rodgers, like, in the pocket, running to the right, running to the left. There's some teams that have to be watching him play right now that are just like, are you kidding me?
Pissed.
Like, are you kidding?
Hey, look, between Cleveland double pissed because they have Flacco and they could have had Rodgers. It's like, yo, whichever way you want to look at it. Pissed. It's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Right? But
anyways, we're 4-2. We're 4-2. And now we get to hate watch all the teams that play on
There we go. Hey, Lila, I'm gonna have all the negative energy watching these games. I hope they lose by 1,000. I hope y'all
Yeah.
suck this
I don't hope
weekend
any
too.
of them win.
Oh,
I don't even know who
nope.
anybody plays anybody.
It
Screw
don't
them
matter. I
at
hope
this point.
everybody lose. Everybody deserves to lose the week. Oh my goodness, I'm mad. I'm
What
mad.
a joke. The Bengals. Oh my gosh. Hey, and also shout out to this offensive line. Thank you guys. You kept Rodgers clean. Well, besides when Broderick, we got a little excited and talked about it.
But see, I suppose I had done this beforehand. 12th wonder, he says nobody has blamed Broderick yet. AR says relax. Oh, I thought we was gonna get it before we got there. My bad, man. My bad. All right.
He's so
he did
terrible.
He for sure did tackle him though. Why would you hit Rodgers? You have one job. Your job is to protect Rodgers. Why would you hit Rodgers? You seen Rodgers' reaction.
In all respect to Broderick Jones, to me though, that showed how passionate he was about football. And I don't think, I know he knows it's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Like I know he knows, but
you can't hit the elderly like that, bro.
I don't think I think I kind of like seeing him that excited. I kind of like seeing him. Yeah, I liked it, and I'm not gonna fault him for it. I'm sorry. Like it's football. He's excited. He's fired up. Give me fired up, right? Give me that any day of the week.
What did you tell me? You said football is fun, right? You said we can have football,
sir.
Rodgers turned around. He looked like, yo, who hit me? It was you, sir. Sorry. Happy.
I loved all of it.
Slap hands. We scored. Yo, it's good. No, stop.
I love it all. I love it all. I want fire. Give me all the fire. Give me. I can't. I love it. Good for Broderick Jones for being that fired up. Now, obviously, we can't hit our 40-year-old quarterback and tackle him. I got it.
That was the hardest Rodgers got hit all night.
Okay.
Like, bro, what are you? Don't touch this man. He's on a heater tonight. Don't touch. Don't breathe on him.
How big he is?
I don't think he does. I don't think he. In my mind, I think he thinks he's a little like I'm a little guy. But you still obviously know you got that dog. But I just think he's just like, no, man, we gonna have fun. It's like, no, bro, you 300+ pounds. You can't bounce to us like that, man. No, the same way. So that's how we feel about Cam Hayward on defense. It'd be times it's like, Cam, you want to bounce and do all that like you 200 pounds. Like, bro, you are a big person. Like you could hurt us, man. Like, we're all trying to sound weird. Like, hey, bro, hey, man, can you? Don't play with us like that. That kind of hurts. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's real. It's real.
6'5", 311 is Broderick.
All right.
I mean, and listen.
Catch what I'm saying?
And listen, Broderick, stay fired up, bro. Just don't tackle Aaron Rodgers, but stay fired up. Keep that same energy. And Aaron Rodgers, you keep that energy too, because I loved every single thing about that clip. Everything about it, I loved it. I want my guys fired up. So shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
At least that's some positivity there.
Yeah, so there you go.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what you got? I'm going to say, there's the optimism, there's the 4-2 element of it. We got the long weekend. We can't lose twice this weekend, so that's a positive as well. At least I don't think we can. Okay. Yeah. Well, so there we go.
The fact that you put that in the atmosphere, if anything
I apologize. I apologize. You're right. It could always get weirder. It can get more weird. Okay.
Very weird.
It can get more weird. Okay. I apologize. I apologize with that one. All right. Only positive energy. Only positive energy. You know what? Go Longhorns. Okay. Shout out to TaNeisha and the Texas hoodie today. All right. Go Longhorns. There we go. There we go. All right.
Somebody play some defense, please.
Please. Okay. Please. There we go. All right. But you got anything else before we get up out of here? Any final?
No. Oh, you know what? I just saw it go up. Shout out to Pat Firemuth. Yes.
No, not that one. Where we at?
Frustrating.
Yeah. Shout out to Leah.
Shout out to Pat. And this is why you don't trade talent.
Mm-hmm.
This is why. That is why.
Absolutely.
And did you hear the commentators say they run an offense that a lot of teams are not going to see because the Steelers have 4 solid tight ends. Most teams don't have it. That is why you don't trade away your advantages. Like you just don't do that. So,
and we can see it working, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Only thing that's stopping it is ourselves right now. So shoot, with that, I like it. So yeah, shout out to them tight ends, shout out to the offense, shout out to the O-line, and let's get up out of this thing next week, man.
Awesome.
All right. We're gonna get up out of here. We ain't even tripping on it. We're in positivity now. All right.
I can go to sleep tonight just fine.
We're on to Texas now.
We're on
Longhorns.
to Texas.
On
We're on to
Texas,
Texas,
okay?
everybody.
Yes, there we go. There we go. So with that being the case, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe on both channels. Hit both memberships on both channels. All right, y'all know the drill. Stay safe. And until next time, baby. Hey.